This week's Keeping It Real is brought to you by Infirmary Health in partnership with Viva Medicare.
A few weekends ago, my 13-year-old son and I were weekend guests at a camp on the Alabama River. I can't remember a time where I was more wet and muddy and cold and happy. When the four-wheeler got stuck in the mud 2 miles from the camp in the black dark of a cold night, and my buddy said, "We'll need to get out and push," my 13-year-old stepped out into the mud nearly up to his waist. I got out, sloshed around back, mud filling my boots, and joined him behind the cart, and we pushed, mud flying all over us. At that moment, it was not fun. However, deep down inside, I knew this was a memory in the making. I was shivering on the outside. I was smiling on the inside. Making memories with your kids is something every parent wants. However, if you've parented teenagers, you're aware of the ways kids this age test boundaries. How much can I get away with, they seem to say. How far can I push things? When and where will he say, no more? It's a learning process all kids go through growing up, and it can be confused by moments when the kids are working with the adult on something together where, for a time, the kids and the adult are equals, like pushing a four-wheeler out of a mud puddle. This can lead to testing of boundaries through a question that is not asked verbally, but through tone and body language. The teen's question, "Dad, have we become friends? Have the fundamentals of our relationship changed?" Many times I've told my kids, "I'm not your friend, I'm your father. And being your father is much more important right now than being a friend." Too many times when I say it, my voice has risen. There's tension in the air, there's finality in the words. A boundary test has occurred, and saying, "I'm not your friend, I'm your father," is an unhappy thing to say. But it's important to me to recognize this distinction between father and friend to my children and me, because part of me wants this friendship. It's an appealing thought that someone I like so much, like my kids, would want to be my friend. And goodness knows, parenting would be much easier if I became their friend and shrugged off my role as their father. It would mean less discipline, fewer rules, fewer punishments. But it would also come with the feeling deep down inside that I'm failing them as a father. Back in the mud, there were no boundaries being pushed. There was no disciplining. There was no punishing. Just the two of us pushing. Cold, wet, miserable in the moment, but deliriously happy to be doing this with my son. A memory being created with a young man who's become a wonderful companion. Not my friend, my son. I'm Cam Marston, and I'm just trying to keep it real.